Now you're feeling stuck and life seems all this worthless, you're just going around and nothing makes any sense, etc. etc. So now you're in this rut and you are wondering how the freaking hell to get out of it. And so today I would like to share with you my discoveries, what I have found throughout the years, a lot of practicing, a lot of experimenting, and so here are the solutions pretty much. The very first thing is you have to understand that your body, you as you are like a machine. So you are having certain systems and you are super freaking complex, but on the other hand there are some simple driving forces for this whole system. And so the very basic thing you have to understand is when you're feeling like shit, when you're in this shitty situation, you have to understand that you are here because your emotions are here. So for example, you're at your job and you're doing your thing and you're feeling frustrated, or you're feeling stressed and you're feeling low, or you're in school and you just do not like it and you're feeling stressed and you're feeling frustrated. Guess what? Your emotions, your emotional state where you are at right at that moment will drive your whole thoughts. And so in that situation, when you're stressful or when you're frustrated, you might be thinking about the word as like, this is a bad place, I do not like it, and you will have these sorts of thoughts. On the flip side, when you're out with your friends or with your lover or whatever the case might be, you are feeling fulfilled and you are having this emotional state when you're filled with oxytocin and you are just feeling great, then guess what? How your thoughts will be? Your thoughts will be great, your thoughts will be good, you'll be thinking of the world that's like, yeah, this is a great place. So this is the thing you have to understand here. You do not have to change your thoughts, and you perhaps do not have to change stuff on the micro level. You have to change stuff in the micro level. I mean, you do not have to change it on a macro level, you have to change them on a micro level. Sorry for this. The very first tool and the very first practice you have to understand is most of the time you are so much engaged in that emotional situation, you do not even understand that you're in that emotional situation. So what you have to do in those spaces, you have to pretty much disconnect. And so the best place and the best practice to disconnect from there is meditation. Because when you sit down for 20 minutes, even 40 minutes if you can, then you will pretty much disconnect from where you are at currently. Because guess what? If you're disconnecting from here and you start reconnecting your body, you're disconnecting yourself first and you're just allowing your body to calm down and to get the different emotional state, then you will understand that from here life is not that bad, and after like 20 minutes you will feel like, ooh, like this is pretty good, I'm calm, etc, etc. Because guess what? You're calming your body, you're calming your mind, like everything will seem different after a good meditation. So the very first practice, what you can do just right now, is just go ahead and do a little bit of meditation. I'm advising you 20 minutes, but the more the better. And so another thing you have to understand is nutrition matters a lot. So if you're eating shitty food, if you're eating a lot of sugar, if you're drinking a lot of caffeine, alcohol, you will fuck up your system, man. You will fuck up your whole system. And so you will have an unhealthy gut feeling, which will lead you to anxiety, which will lead you to stress, etc, etc. So what you have to understand here is you have to eat whole foods, you have to eat great. Another great practice I'm doing currently is intermittent fasting, because now I'm knowing that I'm cleaning up my body throughout the mornings and I'm eating good whole food, and now I will have this healthy gut feeling. And so I'll just go through the day like, yeah, this is good, like this is great, this feels good. Like after eating a good meal, after eating healthy food, for example tuna salad, which I love, you will feel great. So pay attention for your eating habits. You shouldn't be eating sugar, you should be avoiding sugar, and you should be eating whole foods. And man, just cut alcohol and cut sugar, like cut these things. I'm not saying that alcohol is like necessarily bad, because obviously this has some nice social benefits, but man, just try it out, like quit it. The third thing, and perhaps the best one to move you from this place is exercise. Go out there and push the shit out of yourself. And this is pretty much what I do every single day. I just go out and I'm just pushing the shit out of myself. And this is the whole thing, man. Like, you are getting in this very, very strong and healthy place. You are driving yourself, and you you are breaking down your own barriers pretty much. This is what I did quite recently. So I started working out with burpees, and I started doing 100. And after a while I was like, man, like, this is definitely not my capacity. So I started to adding up more and more and more and more and more, and so now I'm at like 400. And I know that I could do even more, but sometimes I just do not have the time to do that. So you will get into this strong emotional state, and from the strong emotional state you will be driven to do stuff and to be motivated. And sometimes I'm at the end of the day and I'm having so much energy that I just do not know what to do with it. And so these are perhaps the most important things you have to realize and you have to recognize when you are in a very, very unhealthy and unpleasantful situation. And so I would like to share with you some other stuff, like how my day works and what I also do to put myself into the right mind frame. What you also have to understand is that you are influenced all the single time, and you are influenced by a lot of things. And whilst your emotions will be your driving force, what you're putting in your mind will occupy your mind space, and what occupies your mind space will lead eventually towards certain actions. And this is not like, okay, from here to there or from here to there. This is all connected. You're an all connected human being. Your mind is connected with your emotions, with your body, and your emotions are connected with your mind. So you have to very, very, very much pay attention to where your focus is and like how you putting in new information. And this is why I highly recommending to read good books instead of scrolling through social media. Read good books, because guess what, when you're scrolling through social media, the first place you will get unfocused, and on the other hand you will see all these other people who are like happy and fulfilled and great and nice, and you're wondering that, hey, I'm not having the best day of my life. Should I kill myself? And so the answer for that is, man, you're doing the wrong things. And this is why social media is so freaking dangerous, because it will make you think that life is good and life is perfect, and life of other people are good and yours suck. And this is not the truth. So you have to be very careful what you're putting in your mind. You have to be very careful who are listening to, who are you watching. And this is why it's so important that the five people who are with the most will be you pretty much. And this is the whole thing. So again, why? Because you will get engaged into certain conversations, into certain emotional states, which will lead to certain thoughts, which will lead to certain actions, etc. So be very careful what you're putting inside your mind and what you're putting inside your body and how you're using your emotions. And be strong, man. Do not be weak, and go experience some pain. This is good for you. Like, do not just run away from pain. Just go and face it and be strong. And you do not necessarily have to just change up all your life. You just have to change your micro habits, because you have to understand that you are the system. You are this human machine. You are the system. And guess what? If you're having a good system, and if you're having implemented good habits, you will be getting towards the right places. These right places will lead you to the right emotional states, and these right emotional states will bring you towards the right thoughts, and these right thoughts and emotional places will lead you towards the right actions, towards fulfilling actions, and these fulfilling actions will lead you towards more fulfilling life situations, which will enforce this whole thing. On the other hand, if you're going towards the other end of this whole circle, you will have to understand that you will get into negative circles. Like, okay, I'm going out with these people I freaking hate it, and I will get drunk, and tomorrow I will feel sorry for myself. So yeah, I wasted 2 days of my life, and I'm getting into this rut, and I'm getting deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. You have to understand the difference between highly successful or highly happy, or whatever your case might be, or what turns you on might be, between people who are not successful or unhappy is habits, emotional habits. How are you engaging with the world? And this is simple like this. And man, obviously macro means a lot. You need goals, and we'll be talking about this later, but this is the thing, micro habits. And I'm telling this from years and years of experience of reading, experimenting with it, talking about it. So man, put yourself out of this situation. However you can, move your body, go out, exercise, eat better, meditate, do whatever might be the case for you. So yeah, that's it, man. I hope it helps, and if you have any questions, comment section. Peace.